Hello everyone and welcome. My name is NikkaNadia and today we are going to be learning the Hagala step which someone requested. Let's begin just by warming up our hips a little bit, bending our knees, lengthening our lower back, lifting our lower belly, and just wiggle your hips side to side. So push them back and forth, getting the hips nice and warm and letting your knees go back and forth as well. Boom, 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 boom. Good. Keep your chest lifted. So the Hagala step is a 3/4 shimmy. Looks like this. Okay. Let's keep going, warming up these hips side to side a few more times. Bum, 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 bum. And roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up nice and high. We are going to begin by stepping our feet forward, and each time letting that hip that is stepping forward drop down. So imagine you have a line here from one hip bone to the other. We're going to mirror each other. I'm stepping my right, you're stepping your left foot forward. And as you step on that foot, I want you to drop that hip down. The other hip will automatically stick out to the side and lift up, going in a diagonal direction, yes? Then let's do the other hip. Step forward, drop that hip down, shifting your weight towards your front foot, bending into that knee, making sure the knee goes inward just a little bit. Doesn't need to go straight forward and definitely not out to the side, okay? Knee in, hips are tilted at this diagonal now. And down, 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 down. I show you from behind, we have down, 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 and you can see my weight shifting and this other hip sticking out, yes? So now in between the step, this 3/4 shimmy, and it looks like we are shimmying and stepping with a little bit of a syncopation, a small pause in between two of the beats, whereby we go down. Now shift your weight before you step forward into the other hip, out, up, down, side, up, down. So again, from this step, because I know this one can be tricky, it's confusing, it took me a while to learn this one, okay? Be patient. We take our hip, drop it down like we did, down, down, but in between, you think like a little switch. You're going to drop hip down, lift the other hip, shifting your weight onto that foot that you're stepping. Then before you step forward, we pull it up, push down, side, up, down, side, up, down, side, up, lift your chest. Let's do it a few more times towards one another at this same tempo. Down, side, up, down, side, up, down, side, up, down, side, up, down, side, up. I'll show you from behind. So let's switch sides now. So starting on our right hip, we're going to step onto that right foot, drop that hip down as your left hip sticks out, shift into your right hip, putting your weight onto your right foot, shift and lift your left hip. So it's like a hip squeeze, using that oblique and transverse abdominis, yes, to lift this hip up, and then drop down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift. So you can see where the tempo is headed, this bit of syncopation, not quite this even tempo that we are practicing right now, but let's keep practicing it slowly a few more times together. Here we go. Down, side, lift, 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 down, side, lift. Now, other direction. I'm going the other direction, turning around, and we can go the same direction together, seeing from the back. Once again, we have down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down. And you want to keep your upper body nice and lifted. So we're not moving around side to side as our hips move with. As always, we're keeping our rib cage lifted and elevated, chin lifted and looking out. And we have down, side, lift. Down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift. And again, 5, 6, 7, 8, down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift. So your hip is twisting forward, yes? You're going to rotate the pelvis, rotate and drop. Boom, bum, ba, rum, bum, ba, rum, bum, ba. Good. Are we getting the hang of it? We can try it even a bit more quickly a few times together so you can see how it really turns into a shimmy when we do it more quickly. It looks like a shimmy walking. 5, 6, 7, 8. Dum bum 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 bum. 5, 6, 7, 8. Bum 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 bum. Good. Let's take a big breath in. Let it go. Once again, big breath in. Let it go. And a few more practice rounds together. In case this one is tricky for you, we're going to talk about it slowly one more time. Taking our hands to our pelvis. Rotate your pelvis and step your left foot forward. Drop your left hip down. Bend into that knee without letting yourself slouch. Stay lifted. Shift and bump your hips. Boom, to the opposite side. Squeeze as you step this foot forward and drop. Side bump, squeeze, drop, side bump, squeeze, boom, chuck, tick, boom, da, da. Good. Again, from this direction, 5, 6, 7, 8, down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift, down, side, lift. And let's try it nice and quickly now. 5, 6, 7, 8, and step, step, step. Step, 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 and rest. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Once again, big breath in. Let it go. And thank you so much for taking time to dance with me today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of the Hagala step. Bye!